share my screen. Just a second. Please tell me if you can see my screen now.
Yep. We see.
Yeah, first of all, let me introduce myself. I am working at SoftServe as a DevOps engineer for 4 years. And actually, for my luck, I had an experience to work with implementing some FedRAMP standards for one of our customer. So that's a pretty interesting topic, and I'm pretty sure that previously you worked on some security posture tasks. You improved your security in within your project. But if you didn't hear nothing about the FedRAMP before, this can be surprising surprise for you, because actually this is very strict security standard, and working with FedRAMP can be really challenging. It requires a coordinated work of whole team, a lot of efforts. You need to read and investigate, discover a lot of tons of documentation, standards, rules, etc. Yes, so basically that's the reason why a presentation calls essential steps, because actually that's a pretty difficult to cover all points of this standard because of very broad topic of that. So let's get started. I will try to cover a key points to give you an understanding what actually FedRAMP is, and actually we can start with agenda. So in this presentation, we will cover such topic like such section, sorry, like what is actually FedRAMP, how to get authorized, authorization process, continuous monitoring. After that, we will sum up our presentation, and actually we will have a Q&A session where you can ask your question and even get your answer, probably. So our first question is actually, what is actually FedRAMP? And I want to start from a history and just a real short description how it was established. And actually it was established in 2011 as a government-wide initiative in the United States. And creation was driven by the need for some standardized approach to security assessment, authorization, and continuous monitoring for cloud products and services used by federal agencies. This initiative aimed to increase the adoption of secure cloud solutions across the federal government while ensuring consistency security practices. Yeah, and actually, why, sorry, I need to close this context window. Yeah, actually, a few words about why is FedRAMP important for US government agencies and actually for a cloud service provider. The US government spends billions of dollars each year on cybersecurity and IT security. FedRAMP is critical improving those costs. Why? Actually, before FedRAMP, each agency would have to define its own security requirements and allocate dedicated resources. Many agencies actually don't have the resources to develop their own standards. They also can test every vendor. Depending on other agencies, it's also problematic. Sharing data on and security authorization across agency is slow and painful. An agency may not trust. Sorry, I need to remove this context window. Yeah, okay. An agency may not trust the work done by another agency. The use case for one agency may not be applicable for another. Thus, an agency may launch a redundant authorization process itself. And finally, cloud vendors also face extreme difficulty without standardization. Vendors have their own security standards. They would have to tailor their system to meet each agency custom requirements. The investment into each process became high. Thus, many vendors became discouraged while working with agencies. After that, so I want to mention some FedRAMP goal, and actually we have here 4 of them. First, as I mentioned earlier, this is standardization that helps to create uniform set of security standards for cloud services to streamline the approvals process across various federal agencies. Next one is risk management that helps to enhance the ability of federal agencies to manage risks associated with cloud services through a consistent assessment and monitoring practices. Next one, efficiency that reduce the time and cost associated with security assessment by leveraging do once and use many times approach, which allows multiple agencies to use the same security assessment. And actually, that's a really efficient model that US government using for FedRAMP standards. They just developed a standard once, and they can reuse this model each time, and this allows to save a lot of money actually for a government and for agency as well. Yeah, and the latest one, security that helps to improve the overall security posture of federal cloud system by ensuring that they meet stringent security requirements and are continuously monitored. Talking about the FedRAMP, one of the most important point is actually marketplace. So actually, what is a marketplace? Marketplace is a kind of repository where cloud agency providers cloud service providers can offer their services, and actually federal agencies can use software only from this FedRAMP marketplace because they have a limitation, and they need this FedRAMP marketplace. They need to use this marketplace by law. Yeah, and probably we will have a small demo about marketplace, but first I think I need to mention some marketplace designation. I will show you later actually what is it, because we will overview marketplace, how it looks, which organization already have a different statuses like FedRAMP ready, FedRAMP in progress, and FedRAMP authorized. So actually, FedRAMP ready a designation provided to CSPs. CSP is cloud service providers. That indicates that a FedRAMP recognized third-party assessment organization attests to a CSO security capabilities, and that readiness assessment report has been reviewed and deemed acceptable by the FedRAMP PMO. So in 2 words, what does it mean? That actually cloud service provider completed a first step in this path of authorization, And key point here is actually readiness assessment report. Yeah, and next step will be FedRAMP in progress. This means that designation provided to CSPs that are actively working toward FedRAMP authorization. And actually, only one status that allows cloud service providers to offer their software on marketplace is FedRAMP authorized. That means that actually authorization process was completed, and actually federal agencies can use this service for their needs. Yeah, I think now I will show you a marketplace, and then I will continue with this slide. Yeah, so let me share my screen once again. Can you see my browser now?
Yes,
Yes, Andrii.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, so actually, this is a marketplace page where agency can choose services for dependent on their needs. So I will just say once again that federal agency cannot use any external software except download it from this like order from this marketplace. Yeah, so what we have here, we have a common information about total FedRAMP authorized services. So as I mentioned earlier, the only authorized services can be offered to the federal agency, and yeah, so total. So we currently have 386. Yeah, and here's a list of actually products where we can choose different filters for cloud service providers. We also can check agencies that available here and assessors. Yeah, but let's focus on products. Which filters we can? Oh, yeah. One thing we can actually check by CSPs by status. For example, we have here authorized and process ready, and yeah. So we can filter out this this thing here. One more filter, we can choose a category which we need here, and actually service model. Yeah, one of the most important, I think, and we will see this in our presentation later. This is actually impact level. It's actually impact level really depends on the way of the authorization that CSP will be choose. We will see this later. So currently we can see that we have low impact software as a service, low impact level, moderate, and high. Each level depends on the importance of information that service provider can process, and yeah. Deployment model, not so important. Yeah, but this is pretty important. We can move to this later. Yeah, so this is how looks marketplace for federal agencies, where they can choose services that they need. Yeah, let's go back to our presentation. One more thing that I want to mention, we have a different statuses that looks pretty similar, which is actually ready and authorized. I already mentioned that actually only authorized status allows agencies to use the cloud service without the need to go through an authorization process. And ready status just indicates that provider has completed a readiness assessment report, but not started the authorization process. Yeah, so that's the key difference between those two statuses for FedRAMP organizations. Yeah, we will go to the next section, actually how to get authorized. Yeah, and we will have a lot of abbreviation here. I'm not sure that I need to provide a detailed description of each of these abbreviation. Just a short information that JEP is a Joint Authorization Board. PMO is actually Program Management Office, CSP, Cloud Service Provider, 3PAOs, third-party assessment organizations. That's an organization that provides assessment audit for cloud service provider, and agencies, federal agencies. So if someone want to get some detailed information, I believe that we can share this presentation after we will complete with this demo, and you can get familiar with that. So basically, FedRAMP has two legal paths to be authorized. First one is using JAB, and second one is using agency. JB typically is more difficult and longer path, but actually it depends on, as I mentioned earlier, on impact level. If service has impact level medium or high, that means that service will be have an access to the sensitive and important information. Disclosure of that can be may have really serious consequences for agency. You can use only JAB pass. If impact level is low or a low impact software as a service, you can use agency. So just a short information about JAB pass. So this choice is best for CSPs aiming for broader government use with a more standardized rigorous review. And one more important information, JAB actually has a limited quantity of customers they can process during the year. That's important. And when you use agency pass, you can work directly through the agency. One more thing that I want to highlight. Actually, we are back. We came back to our impact level, and I just want to highlight how many different control types, quantity of different control types we have depends on input level. If, for example, for access control, for low impact we have 11, for high impact we have 54, and for each of these control type, quantity of different checks increasing from low to high. Yeah, just information like that. And we are moving to the authorization process. So here's a basic information and basic requirements that you need to satisfy anyway, independent on the way you choose JAB or agency. You need to have those prerequisites to start your path to the authorized CSP. So first of all, you need to have a demand from one or two agencies, commitment to see through the entire process, low impact or low impact products must go through the agency ATO, does not qualify or is not competitive under a JABPA ATO process. Secure FedRAMP ready status before applying, not required, but most do so in practice. A little bit more abbreviation, because one of the next slide we will see diagram is actually for authorization process, and we will use those abbreviation there. So just for your understanding, what is it? I will read only short information. So RAR is Readiness Assessment Report. SSP is System Security Plan. SAP Security Assessment Plan. And SR Security Assessment Report, and POAM Plan of Action and Milestones. So actually, next slide shows us the authorization process. So in this case, this is authorization process using agency path. For JAB process, almost the same, but it has some differences. But let's go through this case. So we have three main steps for that. First is preparation, next authorization, and final step, continuous monitoring. And actually, continuous monitoring will last until you want to have your authorized status. So we will start with preparation. First of all, it's a readiness assessment report development. You need to create this report in close cooperation with a third-party organization that actually provides assessment report. After this report was developed and reviewed in cooperation with third-party organization, FedRAMP PMO, reviewing also this report. If any actions or remediations needed, you do those improvements, you do some actions, and actually after that, if everything looks good, milestone here is a FedRAMP marketplace designation is ready. So that means that you completed first step. After that, you establishing partnership, you planning your authorization, you scheduling your kickoff meeting, and after that, you getting status in progress. In process, because you are actively working on that. Authorization process. You need to provide full security assessment. My key points here is security authorization package, which includes system security plan, SAP, SAR, and POA NEM. Next, actually, agency authorization process, agency review of security authorization package, SAR debrief, remediation, agency final review, agency issues ATO, FedRAMP PMO review, remediation if needed, and finally you get in this authorized status in the marketplace. And final continuous monitoring step. Actually, this is the process that lasts all the time. You need to provide continuous monitoring for your system. You need to provide periodically vulnerability scanning, incident reporting for and provide those reports to the FedRAMP organization. Yeah, and we are moving actually to the continuous monitoring section, and I want to highlight main steps that you need to do when you get when you already got FedRAMP authorized status, but getting FedRAMP authorized status is only the half of the path. You need to prove that your security posture in a good shape each month. So what you need for that, you're doing regular security assessments, you're doing ongoing vulnerability scanning, incident response and reporting, configuration management, patch management, security documentation, control reviews, and continuous reporting. Sorry, I need to drink some water. Yeah, so just to summarize, that was a really high-level overview of the process. But just to sum up, what I can say is that actually process of FedRAMP authorization can be really challenging. It requires a qualified team. It requires a lot of efforts. And even if you got already your authorized status, you need to keep your system secure all the time. You need to scan your you need to provide a scan of your system monthly. You need to remediate vulnerabilities. So first thing that you need to decide actually if you need this, because just to start this process, you need to have a demand of agency. So if you don't have a demand, it makes no sense to start this process because it's really tough. It will take a lot of efforts and it requires a lot of work. So, but anyway, my opinion that discovering this FedRAMP standards can be useful for each system, because you can actually compare your current security, and you can just imagine what you can improve to be closer to this FedRAMP standard. So here is up to you. I will repeat that FedRAMP is really high standard. If you will even try to satisfy FedRAMP requirements, I think it can be usable for your system. Yeah. So that was a short description of authorization process.